I get asked all the time from prospective home buyers who are thinking about relocating to the Raleigh area, what are some of the best master plan communities that are going up? Well, if you've been lying at bed at night wondering the same question, then today's video is definitely for you. Because today I'm back out in Fuquay Varina at what is absolutely, without a doubt, one of the top master plan communities in the entire Triangle area, Serenity. In this video, we're gonna do a complete rundown of everything that's going on available out here. The homes, the amazing amenities, and we're gonna give you guys an idea of what it's like living out here, including information on the surrounding area, things to do like shopping, dining, entertainment, and schools. Plus, I'm gonna let you guys in on a massive addition to the community that was literally just announced. All right, let's go do this. Hi guys, Michael Sanders here, your native Raleigh realtor. Okay, like I mentioned, Serenity is absolutely one of the top master plan communities, especially if you're someone who really likes a neighborhood with its own built-in lifestyle. Someplace where you're gonna have a ton of amenities, just steps from your front door. I mean, imagine getting in a really nice workout after a long day over here at the on-site fitness center, or maybe even a peaceful yoga session on the outdoor platform over here. If you're someone who has kids, you're gonna love the on-site children's playground. And if you've got furry friends, then right across the way over here, you're gonna have an on-site dog park. Also, if you're an outdoor lover, then there's tons of walking trails, just like this one I'm on right now. As a matter of fact, the developers over here have set aside 220 acres of open space, creeks and wetland areas to enjoy. And when it's time to socialize, head over to Serenity Hall, the on-site community center. It's the perfect place to relax, connect with neighbors, and make a few new friends. In addition to what's already built over here, there's also gonna be a couple of ball fields, there's gonna be a hammock park, several pocket parks, and a ton of open spaces. Okay, I already know what you're wondering. Where the heck is Fuquay Varina? Well, I'm actually glad you asked, because Fuquay, as we locals like to call it, is just a short 30-minute drive southwest from downtown Raleigh. Now here's the deal, up until about 2024, I gotta be honest with you, Fuquay wasn't the easiest place to get to. It's always been what I'd call sort of like an island unto itself, way down here in southwest Wake County, away from most of the other 11 Wake County municipalities. However, all of that changed in September when the brand new I-540 Triangle Expressway opened nearby. Now with I-540 nearby, you're gonna find that Fuquay is much, much easier to commute to all the other Triangle municipalities. So out here at Serenity, there's 550 acres that are currently under development, and we're only about 5 minutes south of downtown Fuquay Varina. So this is a pretty massive development right here in town. Out here so far, there've been 143 homes that have already been built, and they're expecting upon full build out around 1,200 single family homes. Prices out here are gonna range from the mid 300s for one of the 3-bed, 2-bath home Garman Homes that are gonna start around 1,400 square feet, all the way up to the high 800s for one of the estate style homes being built by ICG, which these are gonna typically be around 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, and are gonna measure out over 3,000 square feet. Right now, in addition to Garman and ICG, there are 3 other builders, Drees Homes, Weekley Homes, and Tri-Pointe Homes. On top of these builders, just announced only a couple of days ago, Tri-Pointe Homes has announced they're going to be building an active adult 55+ community to be called Altis at Serenity. Altis is going to be incredible. They're going to have their own dedicated clubhouse, a top-notch fitness facility, an awesome pool, and pickleball courts. Plus, what's also really cool is residents of Altis are going to also have the amenities available at the larger Serenity community. Upon full build out, Altis at Serenity is going to be one of the Triangle area's largest 55+ active adult communities. The first phase, which is just around the corner over here that I'm going to show you in a moment, they've got about 50 to 60 homes that are already planned. And then just over the way here, Altis is going to be building another 350+ additional home sites, which is going to make this just an absolutely incredible area if you're someone who's maybe been searching the Triangle area for a 55+ community and you want something that's going to be a little bit more convenient to towns like Fuquay Varina. So right now we're just driving past the future Altis by Tri-Pointe Homes section of Serenity, which is going to be the active adult community. According to Tri-Pointe, the typical home over here is going to be between 2 and 3 bedrooms, measuring between 1,200 up to 2,500 square feet. They're going to have 2 to 3.5 baths. They're expecting to start out around $400,000, and you're also going to have a 2-car garage on each unit. I like the location they got planned for Altis. As you can see over here, there are going to be some really nice lots that are going to be backing up to a tree line where you're going to be able to have some nice afternoon and evening shade. Oh, by the way, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you take half a second and hit the like button below. It would help my channel out immensely. And on top of that, I would really appreciate it. Thanks. Right over here, you're going to get a really good idea of what the Garman Homes are going to be like out here. As of today, there's around 6 available homes from Garman. And these homes are going to be typically around 3 bedroom, 3 baths, measuring a little over 1,500 square feet. They also have some larger 4-bedroom models that are going to measure out around 2,300 square feet. Like I mentioned earlier, the homes over here from Garman are pretty affordable. They're going to start out around that mid-300 price point. So depending on your financial situation, you could get into a Garman home out here for a price that's going to rival that of monthly rent on an apartment somewhere. If you're searching for a home that's a little bit bigger than some of the Garman homes that you're going to find out here, then you should definitely check out the David Weekley section that I'm driving through right now. Guys, these homes are pretty amazing. I'll tell you a really quick story about these homes. My clients Nina and Carmen, they moved here from Pennsylvania over the spring. There was a home that I was actually following the construction of pretty much from the ground up that they were interested in. So they decided that they were going to go ahead and proceed with the purchase of the home. We did the walkthrough, and literally I walked the entire home and found one tiny little spot of paint that was not perfect that I marked with blue tape. Guys, that was the only single spot in the entire home that I marked with blue tape. I've never had an experience like that ever with new construction, and I might not ever have it again, but it was a seamless closing process. The home was immaculate, and I can't say enough about David Weekley. The typical homes by David Weekley are going to be between 3 and 5 bedrooms, measuring between around 2,600 square feet all the way up to over 3,700 square feet. These homes are going to typically range between around 575 all the way up to around 625. Okay, so when you get more into the luxury category over here in Serenity, you're going to have ICG Homes. These are going to be more in that 800,000 and up price category. These are going to be a little bit larger size. These are going to be typically 2,700 square feet and up, like 3,500 square feet. They're going to be continuing out here down this road with some additional homes for sale, probably first part of 2025. There's actually about 6 of the ICG properties that are available right now. Again, medium price out here is going to be in that 8 to 860 category. Over here you can see the future lots for ICG. There's one additional home from ICG that's down here at the cul-de-sac. You can see that right now. That's probably 3-4 months out. But yeah, check out over here the way that the lots are backed up to some really nice wooded areas. Okay, over here, some additional ICG lots. Based on the topography of these particular lots, I would say that these are going to be pretty conducive for basement homes, which if you're not familiar with the Triangle real estate market, finding basement homes in this area is not that common. You'll typically find more of your basement properties in the luxury category. The reason why is the topography here is not that conducive to building walkout basements. So one of the things I get asked about quite often, and it's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine, is lot sizes and spacing between homes. So out here in Serenity, like most of your other master plan communities, more emphasis is going to be placed on neighborhood amenities like swimming pools, playgrounds, dog parks, that type of thing, rather than having like a gigantic lot. Well, as you can see, your lot sizes out here are going to be fairly typical of what you're going to find in a master plan community. Like another neighborhood that's going to be an example is like Wendell Falls. So out here, like Wendell Falls, most of the lots are going to be in that 1/5 to 1/6 of an acre size. However, I will say the spacing out here between the homes is actually pretty good. It's probably average or better. I haven't measured, but this is probably 18 feet maybe between homes. I've seen it as little as just like 3 feet. So you're going to have a little bit more space between you and your neighbors out here, plus not to mention all the amenities that we've already talked about. Guys, some of the views out here are pretty spectacular. I mean, check out over here the woods behind some of these lots. This community is really pretty. They've done a lot to spare a lot of the trees. A lot of forethought has went in the design of the community. It's really a massive neighborhood with a ton of homes that is spread out over some pretty picturesque landscaping. They've actually got some streams running through here. They've got some really nice walking trails that are going to be developed as we move along through construction. So just consider this if you want something with a really picturesque setting with, again, a ton of amenities, and is going to be pretty convenient to downtown Fuquay Varina. Speaking of which, you're going to have shopping in Fuquay Varina, which is only about 7 minutes away. You're also going to be pretty convenient to the Holly Springs Town Center, which is a really nice shopping district located only about 12 to 15 minutes from here over in neighboring Holly Springs. So there's not, the downside of this neighborhood with it being so new is there hasn't been a lot of time for retail to kind of take place right around the neighborhood. However, as they develop Serenity and as they build out some of these other communities that are located just down US Highway 401 between Fuquay and the town of Lillington, you're gonna see over the next probably 3 to 5 years quite a bit of retail filling in to accompany these neighborhoods out here. Guys, here's a tiny taste of a small section of one of the eventual many, many miles of trails that are going to be out here in Serenity. I mean, check this out. You're at one with nature out here. If you're someone who likes to go outside, right outside your doorstep of your home and have a ton of nature just right outside, then this is definitely going to be right up your alley. They've got about 220 acres just like this that are reserved for natural areas. So it's also really cool because they actually aren't even paved. So it's not like you're out walking on pavement, just a very natural feel. And then of course you come out and then boom, you're home. So right now, guys, I'm standing out here in the Grace model built by Drees Homes. Now something like this is going to measure out around 2,600 square feet. You can actually get into something like this out here in Serenity for between the 500 to 550 range. Hey guys, right now I'm out in front of this Buckhorn model by Weekley Homes. I really wanted to show you this because this is a really innovative design, because you've not only got a first floor downstairs owner suite, but you also have an equally huge upstairs owner suite on the second floor. So this is going to be really awesome for a multi-generational family. You know, you can live on both floors, and it's got a ton of space. This particular model here is 5 bedrooms. It's going to measure out right around 3,000 square feet. And this specific model at 35 Welcome Drive is on a corner lot. So you got the benefit that goes along with having a corner lot, no neighbor beside you. But here's another thing that I really like about this particular model. So check out the backyard. Got your porch over here. Tons and tons of windows. This is what my other clients really loved about this particular model. You got tons of sunlight coming in here. But check this out, guys. So your backyard is actually going to be pretty private, because the house that's behind you, there's no windows. This home's garage is on this side. So you're going to have a ton of privacy even though you back up to this other home. And then right here is just open space. So even though you're kind of in the middle of the neighborhood, you got a ton of privacy on every side of you. And this home is actually listed at $625. Parade winter home, $625, corner lot, right at the front of the neighborhood where you got all your amenities just down the street. What do you say, guys? Let's go inside and check it out. Now, if you've got kids, you've already probably figured out that this is going to be an amazing neighborhood for kids to play around in and go to the pool and just have a good time. But you're also going to want to know that all 3 of the Harnett County public schools that are currently assigned to this neighborhood are all going to be within a 15 to 18-minute drive. Matter of fact, the elementary school is only about 5 minutes down the road. Hey guys, if you're either thinking about buying or selling a home in the Triangle area, and you'd like help from someone who's not only sold quite a few homes in the Raleigh and the overall Triangle area, but who's also a bona fide Raleigh native, then definitely reach out. Shoot me a call, text, email. I'd love to help you guys the same way I've helped tons of others who decided that the smart move was to get Mike and get moved.